I request Mr. Sian, you blocked.
Ekintu kino nze nga bwe nkirabyemu ng'omuvuzi wa boda okuyingira mu smart cabs, nkirabye ekintu kirungi nnyo kubanga kiri safe, kubanga bakireeta kwaba banfuna mpola ngaffe aba boda boda, kubanga waliyo abatalina sente mu hard cash nti ajja agenda wali afune boda obukadde 49 oba 5 afune piki. Wano batuyambye ne batuleetera piki za bafuna mpola ngaffe aba boda boda. Ekyo kituyambye nnyo ne waleero okufuna bakasitoma awali nti waliyo obukwakwalizo boogera nti kuba boda boda waliyo ababbi, waliyo abatonoonera erinnya ngaffe aba boda boda. So smart cabs yatuleetedde omutindo mulungi nnyo awali nti kasitoma omufunira ku smart cabs n'omutwala bulungi nnyo. Kituyambyeko mbu awali okubba pikipiki zaffe ngaffe aba boda boda bwe bagiba pikiyo basobola girondoola, oba gwe osobola girondoola nosobola kufuna eyo pikipiki weeraze, kubanga bangi nnyo abatutulugunyiza mufe aba boda boda. Ekirala batuyambyeko kubanga wano balese boda boda pikipiki ku bbeeyi ntono nnyo eriroowa nnyo, bbeeyi ntono nnyo ate ensasula ntono nnyo. Kyo kituyambyeko nnyo 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 ate no mu nsasula ntono nnyo.
Paulo nga ndi muvuzi wa boda boda kati nga negasse kuba nti mbadde ne stage eyakabyanze kati nfuje stage ey'okubiri eya smart cabs. Ti smart cab egenda kunnyongera ku basaabaze be mbadde nfuna ate abo obuvunaanyizibwa okugeza nga mwe bannamawulire ba UBC TV mwe bengenda otandika ovuga novuga abantu abavunaanyizibwa ku boda boda yange ate nga nfunamu abamu tubadde tulina aba boda boda ebirooto eby'oggula emmotoka naye nga tusobola kukuŋŋaanya miliyoni wera 10 gula mmotoka. Omwami ono yatereddewo opportunity eyo okusevinganga ssente naye tusobole okugula emmotoka, tusobole ofuna ebifo eby'okuzimbamu ngaffe aba boda, kuba ne oba olwadde ng'oli ku ndiri ng'olina woosula awawo ne oba ofudde ofa oli mugumu nti abaana bange mbalese ne banaabeera. So tusobola okukola owa boda ne muteekako looni ya miliyoni 10 asobola gisasula buli lunaku naye tusobola kukola ssente ozikuŋŋaanya wamu. So nkubiriza bannaffe bonna abakyaliyo bajje beegatte ku smart cab tukole nabo tuve mu bitongole ebirala ebitubba obubbi. Kino kizze kutuyamba, kino ekitongole kizze tuyamba tuve mu bitongole ebitubba obubbi, kimaze okukkirizibwa mu mateeka mu Kampala kigenda kukola ate kimanye kyetoola Uganda yonna. Bannaffe bonna abakyaliyo bajje batwegatteko, ba customers tugenda kubafuna kubanza omuvuzi nze ndeeta customer twabanyonyola ensonga zaffe nga bakama baffe ne batugaba bagenda kukola kuwuliriza ngaffe omuvuzi n'omusaabaze. Twagala okuba oli badde ng'ovuga omusaabaze nagga naye mumufuniramu wa twagala tuvuga omusaabaze nga tanyigiriziddwa nga nange omuvuzi sinyigiriziddwa nga n'ebiruubirirwa byaffe tubituuseeko. Nve Kampala nzireyo ng'omukyala ategedde nti ddala nagenze kukola nneme okubanga nange nyambadde bwentu nyambaleko ng'omuntu ddala gentleman akolera ddala nti nvuga boda naye nga ndi smart nnyo kuba ssente mba nzifuna. Naye kitubeeza mu eyo embeera nti ssente abandize bina ebyajjanga otuyamba ate bitubba bubbi. Mu kifo ky'otuyamba bitubba buki bubbi. Bwe kituuka nti kikwame kikuyambe ate kyagala nga avuga piki 2 mwemu byebyo ebigambo byange sijja kwogera bingi nnyo.
Innovations have not only revolutionized the passenger experience by providing safe and secure transport services at its convenience and choice, but have also provided employment opportunities to a number of Ugandans, especially the youth. This offers flexibility in work schedules and enable people to earn extra income from the use of their vehicles. I therefore encourage increased use of ICT solutions to address challenges and enhance opportunities in transport. One of the key roles of the ministry is facilitate private sector investment in transport by developing progressive policies and laws provide a conducive environment for business. That's a very critical role the government does, and I'm happy that the ministry has produced that legal framework which we are using for you to flourish. Accordingly, the Parliament amended the Traffic and Road Safety Act of 1998 to address the challenges experienced in implementing the Act and provide for emerging dynamics in transport. Now, this amended Act, among other things, provides for the regulation of digital transport providers to ensure safe and secure transport service. So, what is being launched today is already catered for in our legal framework and will be able to regulate this service. It requires persons who wish to provide public transport services using online digital platforms to apply for authorization from the ministry. The proprietor of the online digital platform is required to ensure that the vehicles operating under this platform have the relevant operator's license, that the drivers should also have the driving licenses. So I think let us appeal to all of us who don't have valid driving licenses, even the bodas, nobagende bazifune. Twagala mubira driving license ngizili valid. Manyi muzilina. Mwebale mno. Now, the ministry has engaged a consultant to review all regulations under the Act and formulate new regulations where necessary in order to fully operationalize this Act. And one of the regulations that is being developed is the Traffic and Road Safety Digital Transport Platforms Regulation 2021, which will provide the procedure and requirements for licensing of digital platforms. And the ministry will organize workshops so that people can be sensitized about these regulations. Right, Deputy Prime Minister, government in the advanced stages of introducing a motor vehicle tracking system to improve security and also traffic management in the country. You are aware of this. Also, we have similar tracking systems which will be able to be aligned with the government program on motor vehicle tracking once it's actually implemented. This one, which has been launched today, will augur well with the security system which the government has actually put in place. As we start this journey, I call upon all of you to comply with licensing laws, regulations, and government programs, and also to instill discipline among your drivers, and also to commit to providing the highest level of services to your clients. The ministry is ready to support you where needed. With these remarks, I would like to say thank you very much, and when I go back, I will convey greetings again to General Katumba Amara, who supports you very much. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Mr. Mutuka. Mob justice mubiveko. Mwalabye kye mwakoze eri. Your what? We are going to have some food here launch officially. Mugenda kuvaawo kawo. Mumasa awo sikati it's okay. But later you'll move as the
Elle est passée à côté de tout est pour toi. Voici les perles, les bijoux. Je jouais les musiques comme papa. Elle a pris garde de tes trésors.
Okay, so because of time, I think let's change a bit. We will have the food last. We're going to have the food last since we only have two speakers. Agenda kujayogereko jemuli. Mumutegede. Mumulage love. Emuluganda. After her speech, we'll proceed to the cutting of the ribbon, which will be the official launch. Then from the ribbon, we'll come to the cake cutting. Mr. Babu, Navid. Onomumulaga.
My name is Naveed Ahmed. I welcome Her Excellency Hajat RUKIA NAKADAMA, our consulate to Uganda. I think you are proud of us and we are proud of you. I welcome Ms. Director of Traffic from Ministry of Work. I welcome His Excellency, representative of His Excellency, the Turkish Ambassador to Uganda. I also welcome the Chairman of Pakistan Association Uganda and the members of Pakistan community here in Uganda. You are most welcomed. I welcome my brothers here, smart riders. You are most welcomed. I also welcome the drive to own beneficiary. Due to time, I know we are short of time, and in few hours we are going to have a curfew. So I would, all of you, I no need to tell you what is Babu Motors. Actually, most of you, you know that what we do, what we have been doing, and what are our visions. So we are really here we are launching Smart Cabs today. Actually, is a sister company to Babu Motors, and Smart Cab we are for the bodas. I tell you, we are for the bodas, and we are not going to call you boda from today. You are the smart rider. Yeah. So I would welcome you all and say that from today, you know that we are going to officially launch Smart Cabs, and we shall have, starting from next week, people will be using smart riders to have their rides. Also, we have Smart Cab is not only for bikes. Actually, Smart Cab is for bikes and cabs. I could say taxis. Also, anybody can register with a Smart Cab using his smartphone, and they are registered. Actually, when it comes to drivers or riders, they have to come for activation. There is a process we have brought in when they register online. After registration, they have to come here for activation, and before the activation process takes place, there is what we call, we have to verify them. We have to make sure that the vehicle they are using for public means transports, it has to be equipped with the GPS tracking device for the safety and security of the passenger and the rider or a driver. Then we move forward, and when it comes to verification, we make sure, since our name sounds like Smart Cab. Yeah. So we are making sure that our riders are given, they are going to be given a smart IDs which will have a QR code which will contain all the information for the rider. So anybody who is going to ride or take a ride is free to scan that code, and will have all the information for the rider, so that they know the person they are going with, actually he is not someone who is going to maybe harm them or affect them. In case of security, we are going to be number one. So we are minding for the two parties, because when it comes to this kind of applications, there are two parties involved, the passengers and the drivers or riders. So we as a Smart Cab, we are bridging the gap between the two parties, and by bridging that gap, we are making sure both parties are safe. Actually, not only the victims are the passengers, sometimes our riders are also falsely accused. Somebody say, boda has taken my phone. They go and report, maybe he's not the one who took it. So GPS tracking device will help us to track the history of a boda rider and to know whether he's the one who did it or not. So one way or another way, it's going to be beneficial to them. Then when it comes to the safety of their bike, also I think, I don't know whether that person is here or no. Before yesterday, we had a meeting here with our landlord. As we were on the meeting, someone calls me that my bike is stolen. Is it there? Bike. And then after locating, we shut down the engine of the bike remotely using a mobile phone. Okay? So the guy was like, where is my bike? I told him, go to nearby police station and show them your phone. Your phone has the application. They can use the same application. The guy is calling me, hey boss, you switch on the engine, now I have the bike. We have found it. So I asked him that, did you even get the thief? He was like, yes, we got it. The thief thought that maybe the fuel got done. So he was pulling the bike. They just went and they grabbed him. So actually, GPS tracking device and the smart system we are bringing is going to improve the security, which is paramount, and is going to also help us to regulate you. So tomorrow there is nothing like unregulated borders. Then we also have, some of you know that we have started with those who do not have smartphones. We are giving them smartphones to enable to run that application. We are giving them helmets and reflectors for safety measures, for the road safety. We are also starting an initiative to work with them to see that they acquire driving license legally using legal means. Then we are also working hard to see those who do not have boda or a bike. We help them to acquire a bike. Actually, I would say, we have a representative of TVS Uganda here. We are going to partner and see how we are going to give you the motorcycles on Banjampola. I want you to move forward. Today you are a rider. As my manager told you that in 1 year, if you are with a smart car, I want to see you either driving. If you are not driving, at least you know that I was riding for my boss, but today I am owning my own bike. So, if you fail to achieve that goal within 1 year, I'm going to call a psychologist to come and check you whether you are normal. So some of you have been attending my sessions. You must have witnessed that when you come to attend sessions, we are not only telling you how smart car works, but we are giving them financial literacy, we are educating them, we are telling them that the world is not ending today, let's plan for tomorrow. The only way you can get rich, I will keep on telling you, is through building assets. And you cannot build assets when you are good at taking loans. The best thing you can do is to save. Your own money can make you better, but when you are depending on people's money, definitely they'll give you one, they want two back. I encourage you, though I run various projects, like as my manager mentioned, that we are giving cars under drive to own project, where somebody takes a car and in 2 years, they own it. So I want you to be on that class next year when we have maybe under a year party. So I would thank everybody who has attended this ceremony. I would thank all the invited guests, and I would thank the government of Uganda for providing us a very conducive and friendly environment for investments. And I have never felt that I'm in a foreign country. Uganda is our country, and we are very thankful that for the government of Uganda and for the people of Uganda, Uganda is a second home to us, all the Pakistanis. Smart Car, we are glad to announce that in partnership with Pakistan Association Uganda, we shall help the people who have no access to clean water. Actually, some Pakistan Association is already running a project digging borehole in the rural area for the needies. Those who cannot afford, they are helping them to have boreholes so they can have access to clean water. So Smart Cup is dedicated, and today we announce that 1% of our income is going to be donated to that project. Blue everything is made in Uganda. The reflectors, branded, stitched, even the material used is from Nike, Uganda. So we have nothing here imported one. Then also when it comes to the engineers who are behind the development of smart cards, we have trusted Ugandan engineers. Actually, we have not used any foreign engineer for the development of smart card softwares. So we have our Ugandan engineers who have worked on it, and we are grateful and proud that we have achieved such big goal with our local engineers. And I would ask my fellow investors and Ugandans to have a confidence in our, when it comes to IT and software engineers. Actually they are really good and they have done it this much. It's very big software and they have developed it, and I'm really confident that I can give them more work. Thank you very much. Due to time, I would
Pakistan Association and your team, Mr. Navid and your team. I know you are supposed to be here with Mr. Zaire, but soon maybe he will come. I will say protocol observed. The representative of the Smart Riders, I mean the chairman of the Smart Riders, is he there? Wali? I kubira obugalo. Ayagedde oluzungu. All invited guests are ready. I have the honor, maybe I move the mask since I'm here. I have the honor to officiate at the launching of the ceremony of smart cards, or we call them Smart Riders. It is habitual for the NRM government to give credit where it is due. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, you agree with me that this is a credible job done for smart cabs. In this regard, we are not only here to fulfill the ceremonial obligation, but also to celebrate this milestone raised by smart cabs, and it is being headed by Mr. Navid and his team. We thank you so much. In the country's past, the transport industry, and in particular, bodas and vehicle users, have been associated to various crimes and marred with concerns of insecurity, in some cases with scant evidence. With this solution supplemented with the cameras that have been installed and the commitment of government to provide peace and security to the people of Uganda, I'm very certain that if the solution is found to meet all the necessary standards, then life will not be the same again. Bananga aba boda nja kugira nga ntabikatabika mukasavu kanyama. Tubadde tuvudde mabega nga tulina obuzibu obwo, naye obuzibu tubadde nabo nga bukwatagana ku security yaffe, ng'ate abasinga obungi ababodaboda mbadde mubufuna. Bakuteekako ekintu naye nga si kituufu. Kati wano tufunye solution nti singa tuba tusobola okwekwata ku bantu bano, ffenna ne tubeera nga tweregisterinze with these people, then obuzibu tujja kuba tukoze eki? Tujja kuba tumaze okubugoba. Ne mu parliament kijja genda. Temanyi na video agamba nti inshallah. What is almost interesting and appeasing is the fact that the Smart Cabs online solution is owned by a local company, Babu Motors, Uganda, and that it has been locally developed by skilled Ugandans. Kyetuliko wano tetukijje bweru naye kyawano. Era company ekikwataganya nayo ya wano si ye Babu Motors. Looking at the big picture, security is very instrumental for any country to keep its pace of development and growth. However, the cost of providing security should not compromise the country's ability to provide other services to its citizens. I'm delighted by the affordability and effectiveness of this app and the potential it holds in providing employment to the young people, growing to other parts of the country, growing to other African countries, and becoming a global app. Tusuubira nti tekigenda kukoma wano wokka. Tusuubira nti kigenda kugenda mu bifo ebirala, kimale kyeyongereyo mu ensi endala, kimale kifuuke ekyawonna. Kino kye tutandise Uganda. Tesobola kisanyukira ekyo bannange. Kivudde Uganda, essolo kivudde wano e Kampala, kigende mu bitundu ebirala ebyetoolodde Uganda, ate kyeyongereyo mu East Africa ne regions endala zonna. So nze ndaba nti ekyo kintu kibeera ky'amaanyi kubanga tukitandikidde wano e Uganda. The developers of the app should not proceed to sleep and think that the job is over. I implore the team to invest in more knowledge, identify if the app has limitations, obtain feedback from the users, and where necessary, keep upgrading the app at the highest speed possible. I noted that you dream to see this app become global. This will make our country an exporter of technology and hence enhancing our credibility, for we have been known to be importers of technology. I'm happy to see that our armed forces, they were supposed to be here fully represented, and as government, we need to engage in more assessment of the app and guide accordingly on the extent it can supplement the peace and security efforts already in place. Kubanga bananga ba boda mumpulira ba smart riders, sorry. Tubadde tulina akati amagezi agajjawo ne tugamba nti bajja kuteekawo kamera buli wamu nga tunoonya okulaba nti ebintu bye tukola birabika omuntu obeere mwerufu. Naye kati era ogenda okulaba ng'ebimu bikoze eki bigaanye. Kati olwaleero tugamba nti tuzze ne app eya Babu Motors. Mumuwulidde nga waliwo munaffe babadde bamubbyeko bodaboda. Within 30 minutes bodaboda bakoze eki babadde bagirabye. Kati gwatayagala kujja ku registering with Babu Motors, ogenda kwekwasa ki nga bodaboda ye batoso gitwala. Njagala kukuba omulanga eri abo bonna abalina bodabodas. You come and register with Babu Motors. Sorry, smart cards, smart riders, or smart cabs. I don't know the exact one because you are calling yourself smart riders, but I'm seeing smart cabs. So, njagala kukubira omulanga bonna abali eyo mujje mu registering n'abantu bano. Namwe mufuuke ba smart riders. Kubanga ogenda kukeera ku makya nga omuntu ayagadde okupangisa akututte wakutwala bulijjo babibakola ne mutuuka eyo bodaboda n'akola ki n'agitwala. Tolina wosobola kudduka mu speed bodaboda eyo kubeera nga bagikwata. Naye kati wano essimu yo yegenda okuyamba bodaboda yo bagikole ki bagikomyewo. Wekinaaba tekibeera kya ssimu na wano wennyini gw'onooba okyali eri ngeri bodaboda bagistopinze. Ndowooza mulaba nti oyo yabadde akyafigitinga okulaba nti ndowooza bodaboda eweddemu mafuta anoonye bw'agisika agitwale ne bamutuukako mangu nnyo. So ndowooza nti kintu kirungi nnyo. Waliwo ebintu ebirala oba advantages endala nnyingi zendabye ze mugenda okubeera nga mufuna mu nsonga eno. Mulimu okubeera nti musobola omuntu akututte naye osobola okutegeera ebimufaako bw'aba ng'alina ekyawaayiriza era osobola okukirondoola. Si bwe kiri? Gw'otutte tajja kujja mu nsobi kubanga naye ate ebikufaako naye asobola obifuna. Tajja kwekwasa gamba nti anti bodaboda eyantutte ye yanzibye oba nze namubbye, byonna bijja kubeera nga biri track, bijja kubeera nga bitusobola okubifollowinga. So ndaba nti ekintu kino kirungi nnyo. Njagala mwe abali wano mubeere bambasadazi baffe in the community ey'aba boda boda. Mugende mubabuulire nti nga twagala okuva mu bwavu bwe tulimu nga tukyavuga boda boda, tetwagala kusigala nga tukyavugira bagagga bali bokka, naffe twagala tufuuka abagagga. Ababuulidde nti okufuuka omugagga si kirungi nnyo ng'oli mu kwewola bwewozi, naye naawe kikyagala obeere ng'okozesa ekikyo osooka okufuna ogufuka ki omugagga. Ekikulu tandika ku savinga. Saving egenda kuyamba within 1 year naawe obeere ng'ofunye boda boda eyo, si bwe kiri? Within maybe a period of time naawe obeere ng'ofunye emmotoka eyiyo. Ebyo byonna bigenda kutuyamba okulaba nti naffe tufuuka abagagga. Okusinziira ku bintu ebyo nalaba ng'ateese mu puroguramu ze, n'amayumba tugenda gafuna, si bwe kiri? Yes, kubanga abasinga tubadde tupangisa amayumba, naye balina puroguramu ey'okugenda nga tufuna amayumba okuzimba agamufuna mpola, kibanja mpola. Kibanja mpola. Naawe okeere ku makya nga naawe olina ki? Nga naawe olina ennyumba eyiyo. Kati bw'ova ku ono obeera olagawa Wangato. Are we going to be ambassadors? Tugenda kukunga bannaffe bajje bayingire mu this organization? Tugenda bayita? Tugenda mulaba Minister wa Works abagambye nti bye tuwogeddeko bye mwogerako wano bye yalabye mu bintu bye already batandika dde obbibagako. Ekitegeeza nti mu Parliament kijja kutuuka okugenda kubanga tumanyi nti kiyinza okuleeta organization ennungi mu site yaffe. Abantu babadde batandika okwekwasakwasa ababoda, bagamba ababoda batudisorganizinga. Naye with this up and mobilization gye mutandise, nsuubira nti boda boda tuyinza okusigala nga weetuli ng'ate tuli very very organized, era abantu basigale nga batulaba nti tetuli bantu babi nga babadde batutwala, batulabe nti tuli bantu balungi. So ebyo byonna mbyogedde nga njagala mubeere abantu abalungi, mubeere abantu abatwala amawulire, mukunge bannammwe bajje babeere nga bayingira ekintu kino. Nabo twagala tulabe nti ababodaboda nabo bagaggawadde, obeere nga tovugira mugagga yekka naye nga nawe bukyalumu nga nawe ovuga bodaboda eyiyo. I had to go in to mobilize the others so that they can also come and join this organization, because the more the numbers, I know the more we shall see our city more organized. Because the city is not organized, people are complaining about the border borders. But with this with this organization, they can be more organized and they will see them really smart. I don't want to continue because I know people, this function for mobilizing our people and for supporting Uganda, because you are saying build Uganda by Uganda. So we thank you so much for that. It is an innovation that has come in Uganda to see that the Pakistanis are not only in motors, like he was saying that he wanted to call himself Moto what? But no, you, Joshua Motors. So we know we are also getting involved, and of course that is what you've been, that you have other enterprises that you are also involved in, and now this one has also come on board. So I want to thank you so much, and with those few remarks, I wish to thank the brains behind this development and call upon the people of Uganda to use this app such that we test it, it's worth it. Called NAKADAMA RUKIA Isanga for God and my country.
Thank you.
Oh, this is the person who developed the app.
It's not that we missed him out, but he's a very shy person. He was hiding inside. So I was like, no, you have to come and say something.
Our guests for coming today.
Yes, smart cab is a transport application that is developed here in Uganda, yes, by local developers. It is here to solve many problems, many issues that have been affecting the government, especially to do with transport, to do with security. Security is a major issue in our country here. We need people who are using transport means, as in people who have the cars and the borders to be secure also. That's why we have come up with this application called Smart Cab. Smart Cab is a transport application which can be used by the borders and the passengers to move everywhere. We want to secure the passengers themselves and the cab drivers and the border people as well. We are able to track you where you are. In case you get a problem, we know exactly where you are and we can help you in time. Just like the instance that happened, and as our director was explaining, it really happened, and it's true that in just a short time we're able to recover a border. Yes, and this application is there and it's going to really boost everything. It's going to solve so many government issues. Yes, thank you.
Okay, thank you so much. But among the many issues, it is also going to create employment for our youths. And he is also a youth. These are the brains now behind this. We thank you so much. May the Almighty bless you all.
Thank you.
Camera people, please, this is the moment. We are now cutting. We are going to count from 5. 5. Count with me. 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Okay, now we're going for a photo shoot here. A group photo with the Right Honorable Prime Minister. Pull down your mask if it's okay for recognition. Just kindly, slightly. I expect the media. Media, please.
We are done, eh?
We are done. One-on-one, starting with the Right Honorable.
Actually, I agree with you that the name of BODA industry out there, because before starting to develop this system, we did research and we discovered that the name of BODA industry, actually, it is not sounding that good. And I would say that one fish spoils the whole pool. Actually, not every border rider you are seeing here is among those gangs and thieves or those who loot people or they beat people. Actually, we are making sure that when we have training sessions, okay, we make sure that we are dealing with the right people. We make sure that they are fully registered, they are fully educated, and we tell them that we are not going to support anybody who is going to go out and commit crime, and indeed we shall turn our gun against you when you are a wrongdoer. We are also giving them financial literacy. We are also promoting saving culture. We are making sure that every border rider, actually, he is safe before we go into anything. That's why we are ensuring that GPS tracking device is installed in the bike. We are also educating them about their health insurance. We are making sure that in future, you know, Rome was not built in one day. We don't expect that the changes are going to be within few minutes or few hours, but at least I assure you that smart riders are going to be the best riders, actually the best drivers in future to come.
To order a photo shoot with the border guys, smart riders, Pola. Okay, tumalize banaye. Let's do this. We request the honorable to come and cut the cake. 7, 6, 4, 2, 1, 0. Thank you so much. for food.
I'm called Brainy Wizzy, one of the chairman of the Smart Riders. I think this association is going to work basing on like four things. They are giving border loans. Mostly for us border guys who have been suffering, like you get a border loan at a high rate. This time this man brought a border at good price, and I think we are going to work with him. And on top of that, he have the GPS. This is a thing that has been threatening our people, mostly for us riders at night. We have the GPS which is active mostly, and even our GPS is just on phone, which is monitoring everywhere. It is not the first thing we have seen. Borders have got lost, but still we have tried to discover and get them. We even have the future of getting our own cars, and this company is making also car on loan. So our vision is from border to cars. So meaning this thing is going to work for us. Mostly we're even informing more people, more riders who are just there to come and join us. This thing is safe, thing is smart. Our company, we think we are going to work in hand with everyone, even the police, because we are the smart guys, by the way, people. Yeah. People who are watching us there, just know, if you download our app, we are going to be there, we're going to work with you, our customers, even our riders who are so smart. Yeah. We have learned everything. We want this thing to move because we have a future of developing our life, and even to own a car. It's not only border riders, even we have the car, we have that transport of cars. So our future, even renting, our future is not only to rent years and years, but this man here, I bought something like, for us after like 5 years, we're going to be owning our own cars, owning borders, even for us, even from there, even giving borders to other people. So it is a very good thing. Association people come and join us. We are just located in